I made these few renders and I decided to share my lighting setup. It's very simple, even if you're a beginner you can repeat it and use it in your interior scene. At the end I also share a little tip for post-processing interior renders, which can be very valuable. For this scene I used two HDRs from Polyhaven, Clarence Midday and Forsbrook Mountain Lookout. I'll leave links in the description. I already imported the HDRs to the nodes. Let's actually, before we start, let's override all materials. Let's insert a cube and add a material. Let's copy this material's name and go to view layer and to override section and choose our material. So now we have everything in one material, so we can focus only on our lighting. Let's add a mix shader and let's connect both HDRs. And let's add a light path node. From light path, I'll use glossy ray. What it does, so first HDR will impact our scene the most, but the second HDR we will see in the window on the glass material. And now let's add a sun. With Shift T, you can rotate it. Let's find a good angle similar to our HDR. Maybe something like this. Let's make the sun 2 and 5 in strength and temperature 5 and 500 K. Now let's check with materials. So see, right now we have a little impact from this HDR, but we have this HDR on our glass material, and this first HDR have the most impact on lighting. And with the sun, it looks like this. Also make the sun angle 9, so it's a bit softer. And for the cabinets, I used basic area light. With the small power and temperature 5K, 5000K, sorry. And also one tip, when you render the scene, render it with high contrast and also render it with base contrast. So later on you can mask base contrast render and lower the opacity for the dark places where it's too dark on render. I think it really helps with post-processing interiors.